Welcome to Big Apple. I'm killing my garden with drip irrigation, and today I'm going to show you how I can fix it and why my garden is dying because of drip irrigation. Hey everyone, Big Apple here. Well, I was trying to blame everything that's going on with my garden with pH. I was blaming it on all the other elements in the soil, and the fact of the matter is my garden is dry. And I put a drip irrigation system in just to try to ease the burden of watering my garden when it needed it by hand. Last year I did have a IBC tote at the bottom down there, and I ran garden hoses up and down with a 12-volt pump watering my garden. I can't run drip irrigation or any kind of water for my garden off my home well. It's not that great of a well, and it's very expensive to fix it. So as of right now, I am sourcing water from other places and watering my garden through IBC totes, even with the drip system. So I bought one of these meters, and I tried to alleviate my problems with pH and all that stuff with this meter. This was $20. This was a big $20 mistake. It randomly tells you pH levels. These are not very accurate pH levels, and I was chasing pH levels when in fact all I really needed to do was water my garden. It does have a moisture meter on it, and I will show you in a second here. Let's see. All right, so I'm gonna put that down in there. Let's see here. Down in the lower left corner, you can see it says dry. Dry, dry, dry. You can see the soil's dry. 36% moisture. Needs to be about 50-60%, somewhere's in there. 30% moisture. Yeah, so with that being said, I do have to fix this, and I really can't fix this the right way. So why did my drip irrigation fail? As you can see, I have 4-foot wide plastic. There's about 6 inches on either side that are covered with dirt. I ran a single drip line up the center, and you can see where I put my plants. I spaced them out at a diagonal of 18 inches or 2 feet depending on what I was planting, and the drip line is still in the center. Come to find out, if you do a drip line and you're going to plant 3 feet wide, you really should have 2 running parallel up through there. And with my my mulch layer, I can add another drip line installer to it. It's just something I have to do before next year. I still plan on planting like this so I can maximize my space, but I do need another drip line next to that one so that it's about 4 to 6 inches away from the plant. So this is the issue with the plastic mulch as well. No water can penetrate through this. So last year I did have a fabric that I used for weed suppression, and this is the size of the hole to be able to get water directly to the plant. So the only way I can really fix this is A, pull the plastic up, deal with the weeds, let nature do its thing, or I can do what I just did, and then I can spot water each plant in between my irrigation cycles. So that is my plan, and it worked last year, so I'm assuming it's going to help these plants gain some life.
This is just me putting out the water hoses, stretching and untangling them, because some way, somehow, I need to get these plants more water. As you can see, to not snap off the plants and damage them, in other ways, there's a lot of back and forth. It takes a lot of your time, especially in those hot streaks of weather. But if this is what it takes, then this is what I will have to do. Homesteading teaches you lessons every day. With homesteading, it's about implementing systems to take some of the burden off everyday tasks so you can tackle more. This system had great potential, but for this year it did not deliver. It was not the fault of the equipment, but the fault of the homesteader. If you can learn a lesson from a failed system and improve on the next one, you are headed in the right direction. A younger me would have not have handled this the same way I'm handling it now. With me, patience grew with age. Homesteading takes a lot of patience. We are learning new things and new systems constantly. Take your time before adding a new system to your homestead and do your research. Not just a quick Google search, but talk to manufacturers, or better yet, talk to other homesteaders that have a system like you want to add. As I do not have a 100% fix, I do have an idea to improve what I'm going to have to do for the rest of the growing season. Let's see if I can find something in here. This is just one of my storage units. I can keep all my miscellaneous stuff in. That's what I'm looking for. Right there. Hose reel that I used to use for water. Okay, I got that dug out. Now I need something to attach it. Let's see what size that is. Let's go in here. Need some lag bolts. Hopefully not too long. Let's see here. My light. Lag bolts, lag bolts. There's some right there. Oh, perfect. We have 4. We do not. Well, looks like 3 is gonna have to do. Let's see over here, maybe. Ooh, there's more. That sucker's long. One I just bought at a tag sale, they're really long. I think 3 will hold it up, hopefully. Put some washers on it. Alright. So I think I figured it out. I'm gonna have to attach that to that. And bam. Alright, so I got that attached. And that. This end here will hook to a garden hose. And that in there, you just snap it in. And then it's hooked to the reel. Awesome. Let's go see if we can hang it up. Okay, so in order to mount this, I have to get some measurements. I'm going to write them down. Try to get center to center. 4 inches by, say center is like 5. So 4 by 5. That's pretty easy to remember. I don't even have to write that down. But I probably should. If I did something like that, I would draw 4 dots. We know it's 4 across, and that goes straight with the post. So it's 4 inches by 5 inches that way. All right. I'm gonna pre-drill the holes, and the lags I got, I'm gonna put in with a ratchet wrench. So let's go mark it out on the post. All right. So this is the post I'm gonna put it on. Let's see what we got. I bet you this is only 4 inches wide. That might not fit there. It's 3 3/4. That ain't gonna fit there. Oh, jeez. Let's see about. I might have to mount on this one. This one here is not as. So we got 6 inches. So I guess we could do 4 there. I'm gonna use a square. Put up as high as we can, because that thing is going to be right in the way right here. But this will have to work for now. Alright. So, that's where my top holes will be. I said it was 5 inches down. Approximately 5 there. Get ourselves a line across here. All right,
So that is our 5 inches. So we have roughly 6, so I can come in about an inch each side. We'll go an inch off of one side, and then we'll measure off of that line and put our 4 inches on that line, roughly. Okay. You can hold it at 2 and go to 6 too. That's probably more accurate. All right. So right there is where we're gonna pre-drill our holes. All right, I'm all done with this stuff here. Let's go get the drill. Stuff here. There's my legs. So the drill bit is a little bit smaller than the leg, so it doesn't have as much. So all the threads on the leg should grab. Hopefully grab. But this wood's a little bit punky. All right, be right back. Alright, holes are drilled. I'm gonna put probably the 2 in the bottom and then 1 on the top, and I'll have to go grab another leg sometime for one of these corners. But if I put the 2 in there, then I can set it down in there, and you got to hold it as you tighten it up. All right. I do have a washer on each one. All right. Did put washers on them. Got to get this one ready. So once I set that up in there, I'm gonna have to take this, feed it in there, and try to get it to stay. I might have to, depending on if I can't get it, I might have to tie it to this, which I might end up doing anyways. Right. I am gonna go find, let's go find some. Well, that's a valence line here somewhere. So I think the plan is I'm going to set it on those two legs that I got in there, hold it up, have this ready just to kind of tie the hold up so I can use two hands to get that lag started and get it tightened up and hold the weight of it, because those reels are pretty heavy. It is getting warmer out here this morning, eastern New York. All right. Okay. So here I'm just going to make a simple little loop like that. And then when I get it around, I'm gonna hang it up here like this. All right.
When I need someone the most, when I'm down or in a pinch, one person always shows up, and that's my better half, my wife. She works full time, all while taking care of her crazy little family. As you can see, yep, guess who shows up? Of course she analyzes what I'm doing and lets me try by myself. I am the person who resists help all the time. Once she sees me being defeated, she just jumps in, takes action, helping me from being beat by a 3-foot piece of bale and plant. We are trying to build this homestead together to offer ourselves and our sons a more connected path to nature and be more self-sustainable. We finally get the string where it needs to be so I can tighten it and take the weight off with 2 lag screws I set the reel on. If I had to guess, the reel weighs about 40 pounds. Of course I could try to take it apart, mount the bracket, then put it all back together, but the truth is, it's a nice day and I need to get this done so I can move on to the next project.
I'm trying to hold it as I'm trying to do this. Yeah, it is. All right, bolts are in. All right, so this pulls out because the problem you have is going down that row. You want to get over to the other side is with garden hose, you literally have to have, and it's such a pain in the butt to run the garden hose down, run it back, go up that side without killing all these end plants and tangling it up and all that stuff. So essentially, I should be able to take this, I think it's 100 foot. And I should be able to maybe put something on top of these posts so I can rest it. And then I'll have a garden hose hooked to this end that I can clip in and water it. So now when I go to, I'm gonna have to hold this up as I walk because I almost killed them plants right there. And this end here, this end here will go up to those totes. And I do have a pump, and that's where my drip irrigation starts and all that. So this is my drip irrigation setup. I do have to water off IBC totes. My well is good water, but there's not a ton of water. So I have ran my well dry watering my garden. I actually did it earlier this year. Not completely dry, but to the point where I start getting a sulfury smell and a lot of sediment. So I got these totes. These two here are painted silver to keep the algae growth to a minimum. This one here, as you can see, is not painted silver, and there is a ton of algae in it already. So I have different various hookups for these here to adapt down to a garden hose, and I do run off a generator. I never ran power over here yet. It's in the plan for the future. Maybe next year, we'll see. So I run it off on a Harbor Freight Predator generator. That thing's been awesome. And over here is your filter, your reducer, pressure gauges, and stuff like that. So my goal right now is to hook up that line that goes to the reel to this garden hose, and then I can actually I'm gonna unhook it right here from the drip. This is pretty tough. I'm gonna have to set you down for a minute. Oy. Okay. Say that, here we go. Alright, so this thing is all in the leaves, which is fine. God, I hope there's not poison ivy down here. Okay, this line right here. There we go. Alright. So we gotta snap this out. Sorry you can't see that, but so that end screws right on there, and then it goes into there. And it goes into there. Snaps in like that. Get a little tight in. That should be good there. Okay. Now it's already hooked up to that. It's inside that pump. There, I just got an aquarium pump on this one. I have various other pumps too. I gotta get up there. Probably won't even end up using that water or this one. Okay. So. See, there's, it's like a fireman's hose. And a hydrant hose or whatever. Got that hooked here. Oh, I need to get that. Well, I can just take this off here. It's like a combination of a lot of things. I got fittings and hoses and hoses just so there's a male or female. Sorry about the crazy camera. Okay, so got that. That's the hose that goes down to the reel. I turn this on. I should be feeding that reel. Problem you got is this is just gravity fed, and that's not going to work. So we have to put a pump in there. All right, well, the pump's up there. I don't see any water pouring out, so that's either a good sign that we have no leaks, or it's a sign that the pump is not pumping. So once we go up here, we can tell real quick. Turn the hose on, see what we got. Feels like there's pressure in there. All right. The issue was it was airbound here. So once I cracked this open, let a little bit of the air out, it started pumping. So I don't have a shut off down there. So I'm gonna have to turn this on there and get down there as quick as I can, because we're gonna be pumping water underground. Hopefully we have water running this time. Oh, I can hear it. Well, this is how I have to do it. On top of my drip, of course. I'm not saying it can be the only way. I'm going to run my drip some too. But at least once a week I'm going to have to water by hand. And hopefully I made this a little bit easier than it was last year. A long way to go. This is Big Apple. This is my fix. This is the way I'm going to have to water my garden for the rest of 2026 on top of the drip irrigation. Thanks for tuning in. Please hit subscribe, thumbs up button, and please share the channel. We can't grow without you. Thank you.